extra things at the bottom. That's what it is. To keep the table even.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to the Green and Gold Dream Lounge. I'm one of your hosts. We're trying to figure out who the host is, but somebody keep belling out over here. I'm doing it the right way. Yeah, I was doing it the right way. Keep belling out on us. But anyway, I'm your host, Amon Green, along with my good friends and good teammates, Dorsey Levins, and my man, the grave digger, Gilbert Brown. How you guys doing?
Doing great this morning, man.
Oh man, so
freezing this morning. That's what
Yeah, so me and G, we up in the Midwest. Dorsey's down south, but it sounds like they a little soft on when the cold weather hits their asses down there too.
Yeah, it's Atlanta cold, which is different than Nebraska cold and Michigan cold. It's way different.
Or Missouri cold.
And school got called off today. They got called off last night.
Right.
Right now, the temperature is 28 degrees, and the high today is going to be 43. Tell me why the kids are at home, please.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Ain't no snow. Ain't no snow. Ain't no ice. There's some rain. That's it.
Dorsey, check your phone and see where it say feels like, though. What it feels like. So when you step outside.
Mine feel like 28.
Right. Well, I'm pulling up mine right here.
Let me double check.
Mine says,
my bad. It feels like 19.
but still, that should be school. That's school. All right, I'm on mine right now. It's clear, and it now that does it feel like 10? It is negative 10.
Wow.
What's that say, G?
Mine is
-4 quattro. Hey, yeah. Very cold.
Feels like -18.
Yeah.
Y'all should probably stay in the house today and just chill.
In other words, very cold around here.
Yeah.
Very cold.
Yeah. You go outside, it's gonna mess with your skin a little bit.
Yeah, you can't. Exposed skin has to be covered, and if it's not, you're gonna have problems. When I heard the news people or the weatherman when we was in Green Bay say that, I'll be like, this is why I gotta get the hell up out of here. This weather is redunculous. Like, no, it's crazy.
Okay, so speaking of cold weather games, right? What about that Kansas City?
Oh man, they look cold.
Oh my God, what was it? Was it almost 30 below with the wind chill?
Yeah, it was -30. It was like -35 at the end of that game.
Wow.
Can you call in sick for games? Can you be like, hey man, I think I'm gonna stay home today, coach?
Nah, like Gilbert say, nah, Bay, you gotta put that in, Bay.
Nah, Bay. Layer up, huh?
Yeah, layer up, Bay. Put that Vaseline on, Bay.
I'm gonna show y'all my new favorite pick.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
You know what, AG? I knew he was gonna jump on the bandwagon even harder because me and you both picked the Cowboys to win. So I figured he gonna he got some shit planned because let me tell you what, he was on the podcast early too because ass ain't never early. Right? He's ready. Late. He got his coffee. He's like, oh, I'm about to. I can't wait to talk to them. Look at it. Look on his face.
Hey, man. I try to tell you, boys, but y'all don't. You see, I got faith in them. You know, I ain't no fair weather. I ain't no fair weather guy that's gonna pick just because the opposition looks too great. You gonna jump off ship? Come on, man.
I didn't jump off ship. I told you. I hope we both said we hope we wrong.
Yeah, we said, but to prove me wrong.
Well, then pick them. Then we ain't got time for all this we hope shit.
No,
we ain't got time for that.
We gonna make. We said a long time ago. We gonna make bets on here like we betting with our own money.
Yeah,
if I had my own money to bet on that game.
Exactly.
I would have lost all of it.
I had my own money bet on it anyway.
Oh man.
Y'all boys just don't know what y'all talking about.
Oh, so I guess unlike anybody else in the world, you saw that ass whooping coming, right? You saw it, but nobody else saw it.
Nobody.
Dog,
what was that, T?
I've been looking at all the memes of them Dallas Cowboy fans. It is too funny.
Dog. Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a million of them out there too.
Like when they get mad at the team, I saw one post where somebody took all their Dallas Cowboys stuff, threw it in the garbage, and burned it. I was like, God, and these are the fans. These are not the opposing team. These are Cowboy fans. I'm like, man, what happened? You got to roll. You got to ride or die. What are you talking about? You got to ride or die.
One dude took his Michael Parsons shirt off and he was outside watching. The game wasn't even over yet and burnt his shit.
Oh, man.
Your boy, what's your boy, Bubba? The one who's always saying trash.
Yeah.
He had a post with a Michael Parsons jersey in the trash can. My homeboys who've been Dallas fans their whole life swear they jumping off the bandwagon. I say, y'all say that shit every year. And then y'all come back next year and say, this is going to be the year this year. No, it ain't. It's not.
Dog. Oh, my God. Oh, you know, that's the point when you got to sit there and you got to look at that game and you got to say, they ain't never lost at home all season. When was the last time they lost at home? Was it 2 years ago?
Had to be 2 years ago, yeah.
Something like that. Yep.
2 years ago, Jerry Jones sitting up there all snug like a bug in the rug. Your boy there was a big thing that your boy was sitting across the stadium in the suite. He said he gonna be looking at him, Lil Wayne.
Oh, he's gonna find him, trying to make that eye contact.
Dog, it was a butt whooping from start to finish too. Oh my God.
Yeah, it didn't. I mean, it just literally looked like Dak and the whole team, Coach McCarthy too, like they weren't even checked in. It's like where they weren't even like, this is a playoff game and this is it. Like if you don't play hard and you don't execute properly, you're gone. Like you're going to be in Dallas for the rest of the January and February, and you're going to be doing Super Bowl parties. You're going to be doing autograph signing events and then going to the Pro Bowl in Orlando. So it was just like they were just like shell shocked. I was like, man, their faces, every time they span to the Dallas sideline or they show CeeDee Lamb and Dak talking, I'm like, what? It's like, did they forget that it's first round wild card weekend playoffs?
To tell you what, the Packers look like one of the great Packer teams of all time.
Oh man,
I had to take my son home, so I usually. So here's how I watch the game, which is kind of hard when the Packers are playing.
Yeah,
I'll record it, and then about an hour and a half in, I'll watch something else, and then I'll go back. So I don't have to go through the commercials, all the replays, all the injuries.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can just watch the whole game in like literally like an hour and a half because I'm
nice. That's smart. Yeah, smart.
But my son called. He was like, "Dad," I was like, "Wait, don't say nothing. No, I'm not there yet. Don't say." He was like, "Come on, man." He's like, "I really want to tell you." I was like, "I'm about to hang up this phone. Don't say." And then I called them back at halftime, and I knew why, because it was 27-0 right before half.
Yeah, that's
like,
funny.
Wow.
He wanted to let you know about the
beat. Yeah. He was like, man, yeah. He was just as shocked as the rest of the world.
Oh man.
I'm gonna put it like this, man. The boys took the field, and they never looked back.
No, for sure.
They was ready. Them young boys was dialed in to the game. They was ready to go, because you can't say that Dallas was not ready. Michael Parsons was talking stuff all week, how he was gonna get Jordan Love. That offensive line took over the game. Plain and simple. Aaron Jones had a hell of a day, boy.
Yeah, 118, 21 for 118, 3 touchdowns.
Hell of a day. Yeah.
I think part of it, he had 25 tickets to buy. So he had family. Remember, he's from El Paso. This is a home game for him.
Yeah, he always balls out against Dallas in Dallas. I think the last time they played, or a couple of games before that, he had 4 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
At Texas, the offensive line gave up a sack.
No. Nope. He was upright the whole game. No sacks. No interceptions.
Jordan Love had a perfect passer rating, right?
Yep, perfect passer rating, 157. So anything above 150. QBR 99.3. No sacks, 3 touchdowns, 272 yards passing. 16 for 21.
Who's the offensive coordinator for us? Is it LaFleur?
I think LaFleur calls the plays, don't
he? He calls some of the plays. He called majority of the plays, yes.
So LaFleur calls the plays. So LaFleur and Joe Barry went to town on them yesterday.
They prepared.
They prepared their ass off because whoever was calling the plays was finding gaps in their defense.
I mean,
running and passing.
How does what's his name? The tight end, was it Tucker Kraft? Come wide open in a playoff game. Like, it was so wide open. It was the Little League. You know, when you in Little League and the ball get thrown to you, you be like, all I gotta do is catch the ball. Yep. And it's a touchdown.
It's that pass where they throw it up and you like, please catch the ball. Because it's taking so long. Yep.
I had so many of those catches when I was in Little League. I'm like, okay, I'm on, just catch the damn ball. Just catch
How many of them balls been dropped like that? Because you sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
And you looking for somebody to come.
You're like, oh, hurry up.
Boom.
But that wasn't the only pass like that either. Yeah, I think like two of them, they were wide open.
Romeo Dobbs was wide open on them crossing routes.
Yeah. He was reading the coverages right. Like, so you got this youngest team in the NFL. Factually, they are the youngest team, and they came ready. I was at the pep rally in Dallas on Saturday, myself and Tremont Williams, and even Tremont, he was like, he said, they so young, they don't understand where they at right now. And what they had to, like, all they understood was how to get here because they knew they had to win so many games. But if he said to them, you know, he's on the fact that they're going to win this game, and then they're going to be in another game that they're not even realizing the weightness of that game, playing against the next number one seed, which, as we know, is the 49ers. They got to go out to San Francisco and play against them. They're just so young, they don't know, but they're ready to play. That's pretty much what Tremont said at the pep rally. Got the crowd pumped up and everything. So it was a fun little pep rally down there. I mean, they came in droves down in Dallas for sure. I'll say that they travel heavy as usual.
Hey Gilbert, a couple of things. Where you at, first of all? Because that's not your house. Because usually, if you was at home, you'd be looking out the window. Because I don't know who's looking for you. You'd be looking out that back window like somebody looking for you.
I'm in Missouri. I had to take my son back to school.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I can see your do-rag line too, right there, right across the middle.
Right yeah, it looked like he's sitting in the lobby. So I gotta take the do-rag off. I'm in public.
Yeah. The waves look good though. The waves are wavy. They look good. Yeah, there you
go. Little touch of gray in there, but thanks, back.
Yeah, man, we getting old, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little gray, just a little, nothing wrong with that. Women like that. Chili, they don't cut that off, dog. Don't dye it either. Let it happen, man. Let it happen. Fight it.
So real quick to the chat, we're sitting on YouTube Live and we're on Twitch Live. So if anybody in the chat wants to holler at us, ask a question, join in on this conversation, you are definitely welcome to. And so we had these young bucks go down there. Jordan Love, fantastic game, like we mentioned his stats already. Romeo Dobbs, 151, a touchdown. And then Aaron Jones just unconscious pretty much. And the tight end, Luke Musgrave, excuse me on that, not Tucker Kraft. Tucker Kraft is hurt right now. So Luke Musgrave was on the big catch and run.
Is that the tight end that was hurt? Who was hurt?
Tucker Kraft was hurt.
Oh, he's still hurt. That's the one with the lacerated liver or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. And he came back. And so both tight ends actually played. Yeah, they both played yesterday. So, but Musgrave had the wide open catch. And somebody that I always liked since day one was Romeo Dobbs. Like, he is that experienced route runner. As a rookie, last year, I saw him do things in training camp that I saw veteran wide receivers doing against veteran DBs, right? And he's a first-year guy. Like, he was training, and I'm not training, but working out Eric Stokes, who had been there 2-3 years, Savage and all them guys. So it doesn't surprise me when he shows up on the field, especially in this type of atmosphere of a game, because he just always had that talent of knowing how to run a route, read the route on the run, because you got to do that as a receiver sometimes. You got to run your route, and then you got to know on the run saying, okay, it's man, I'm going to sit it, or I'm going to bust it out across the middle, or if it's zone, I'm going to sit it right here, let the quarterback find me. And that's what he was doing that whole game, So hell of a game for him. In my book,
Dak threw 2 picks.
Yep.
One was pick 6, right?
Yes, sir. Savage.
Yes, sir.
Savage guy.
But the first ones got it. Really got it hyped, man.
Yeah.
When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, man. I mean, I don't wish nobody getting fired or anything like that. But what do you think about McCarthy?
Based on Jerry Jones's history, Jerry always makes kind of rash decisions. I was surprised we haven't heard anything yet. I was joking with my Cowboys fans. I'm like, y'all know Jerry on the phone with Belichick right now, right? In the third quarter. And if they can't get a deal, because that's just how Jerry rolled, man. But that's, he had 3 straight 12-win seasons. I think they went to the playoffs each year, although they didn't win. That's to have your team look that unprepared on that stage. I don't know if Mike gonna make it, and I like Mike. I like Mike a lot, but I don't know if he's gonna survive this.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, and like I said, they just looked like. At one point, obviously, it was shell shock because it was just that touchdown, turnover, touchdown, sack, big play, and it wasn't until late third, late fourth quarter where they actually got into the end zone and started to get some momentum behind them. The score, like you said, I think a commentator said, if you tune into the game late, you'll think it was a close game.
Right.
But it wasn't. Those 32 points came in garbage time pretty much. Green Bay had set everybody pretty much on offense, a few players on offense, a few players on defense, and say, hey, we got this, which they did.
They had to put some of the boys back in at the end.
It got a little too close.
Yeah.
It's a little too close to me. For me, I'm looking at the score. I was like, I'm not taking the dogs off the field until about 5 minutes off the clock in the fourth quarter, or 4 minutes or 5 minutes left in the game on the fourth quarter, or maybe more, 10 minutes or something. I was like, the dogs ain't coming off.
I think Dallas scored those last 16 points in the last 6 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So they played well in garbage time.
Right. Unfortunately, but it was over pretty much from that standpoint. So let's look at these. You want to look around the league or talk about this next matchup?
Let's talk about what happened with the other teams, the other playoff games.
Okay, and then we can circle back and talk about this 49er Packer game at the end here. So first game up here, we have the LA Rams coming to Detroit, Mr. Brown, to face these Lions. And this was an interesting game here. This one, I didn't see it from start to finish because I was at the pep rally, and but I saw the highlights and I was like, man, this was actually a good game here. Which I like
Eminem. I really do. I really like
him. Yeah, he was on the side. It was a star packed.
Go up to Stafford and say, give us this win. Give us this win. I'm like, dude, come on, man.
Did they do that at the field on the sideline or something? Did he straight up?
He been saying it all week. He been doing promo.
Oh, yeah,
Stafford, give us this win. Come on, give us this win, man. You know we need this win. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Come on. Would you give somebody your crown? No, you got to fight for it, man.
No, they got to earn it.
But I tell you what, man, it was a pretty good game, and they lost by 1 point.
Yep.
Which was crazy, because they was battling back and forth, But I look at that Detroit Lions team, man, and I said they got some young guys over there that's nice. That St. Brown dude.
Yep. Amon-Ra.
Nice.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back.
Yep.
Montgomery is nice too.
Yeah. They got a punch.
Veteran
they got a nice little stable, but I'm sitting there looking at the coaching staff. Oh my God, Benny Blaze.
Yep. They got Benny Blaze. They got Aaron Glenn. Deuce Staley.
Deuce still over there.
You were with Deuce in Philly, right?
Yeah, I played with Deuce in Philly. Yep.
And good dude there. Good dude.
Coaching since he's retired, since his last day.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So you got to take your hats off to that coaching staff too, man. Not only the players, but they got a good coaching staff because that coaching staff has been through it, so they know. They know during a situation. That's why I always go back to when they always talk about experience. Get out of here, man. We got that experience. We've been having that experience since high school, college, pro. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
You put us in them situations, we gonna know what to do. Oh no, you got to be some old gray-haired white man that's gonna know how to get out and do that.
Nah,
come on, man.
And we talked about this earlier from a player's perspective, how it's just different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You can't teach what we experienced. You know, D'Amico Ryans up in Houston doing the same thing with them boys,
balling out.
And oh my God, CJ Stroud, dude is like, he's killing it. Like wow.
You can tell he hit the turn up the knot switch.
Oh yeah. But if you look at his history, I know it was just college games, but he's shown up in every big game he's played in. Last year against Georgia, he had I think 4 touchdowns and 300-something yards. But the year before that, he balled out in the bowl game. So he ain't no stranger to this big stage, man. But he shows up in a big way.
Yep, and then sure in his game, what did he have? He had 274, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks, a perfect passer rating. So
as he overthrew Nico Collins on about a 75-yard touchdown in the second quarter by about a yard and a half, which was easy that he could have caught that. So he left another 75 on the field.
Yeah. It just it shows that you know, when you have that on the field experience, and then also those players know right away because they hear our names, they hear Gilbert Brown, they hear Dorsey Levens, they hear Amon Green, they're gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, these guys did something. You know, they were like, you know what? If the player's in the right mind, everything that comes out your mouth, sir, I'm listening. I'm gonna do it. I was like, yeah. If not, I'm gonna tell you. Or if Gilbert's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you. If not, I'm gonna slap you across the face.
Look at Colorado and Warren Sapp is on. How many D linemen running over there right now?
Oh my God!
Right.
Yeah. How many D linemen running over there?
If I'm a dad and I got a son that's a D lineman, that's highly ranked, I'm like, boy, you know where you go. Don't even ask me where you're going.
Or DB to be taught by Deion.
Right. Or wide receiver. You know, like
Man, I'll never forget. We were playing Dallas, and Derek Mays came. He came back in the huddle. He was like, "Man," I'm like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He was like, "Deion is out there telling me how I'm running my route wrong during the play." He was like, "No, young buck, you got to lower your hips, and when you cut in, it's got to be one solid move." I was like, "So Deion was telling you how to get better in a game in which he was covering you."
Wow,
that's kind of gangster.
That's impressive.
And boy, you're making my job too easy. Come on, I'm trying to get sweat in out here.
I wouldn't even say nothing. I said I can't even say nothing to this guy right now. I can't even trash talk him. He telling me that I need to drop my shoulder. I gotta give him a hesitation move or something.
I can remember the first time we played Minnesota, and they got Randy Moss.
Oh man.
And he walked past the huddle, and he said, "I'm gonna put all of y'all on Sports Center." And everybody looked at him like, "Ain't this about a bitch?"
That was his rookie year, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he did. Put everybody on Sports Center.
I remember watching that game. I watched that game and then another game. It was a Thanksgiving game when they played the Cowboys his rookie year. I'm in Seattle. I'm like, yeah, dog. The worst catch though of that game when they played John Lambeau, I think he out jumped somebody and then stepped over somebody else, stepped over Sharper or stepped over. I was like, dude, I said that took me back when Allen Iverson crossed over Tyronn Lue in the NBA Finals when Philly played the Lakers.
Yeah,
like,
and then we as D line we go blaming Culpepper. We be like, man, he ain't no accurate passer, man. All he doing is throwing it up. Hey, that's all he was doing.
That's all you got. Well, you got to do. That's all you got to do.
Hey, I came to the sideline. I didn't even know Randy Moss's name at the time, and Sharper was on the bench. I said, "Hey, man, y'all can't stop that dude. If looks could kill, oh my God."
Yeah.
He looked at me like, You don't see us out there trying. I was like, dude, yo, what is that dude doing that y'all can't? I ain't never, because at that time we ain't never seen no shit like that before.
Right. We didn't see what getting Moss meant.
No, just laying it up there, and he gonna get it no matter where you put it.
Dude taking off and just throwing his hand up.
Yeah, he did that on the Cowboys. When I saw him do that, I said, "That's some little league. That's some on. You know what? That's not even little league stuff. That's you and me and my boys playing football in the neighborhood stuff. Where you like you come off the ball. You got me right here. I was like, did he just put his hand up? So like, hey, I got him already. I'm 5 yards off the ball. Give me the rock. I'm like,
Randy was a freak of nature.
I was like, dude, that's disrespect. I'm sorry. That's a as they say today, humble brag of disrespect of selling. Like I'm about to beat this DB right here. Cover me. Just throw me the ball. It's a touchdown. It's a completion. Just so you know, just throw it my way, real quick. So,
whoop, there he is.
There he is. So real quick to the chat, we got some interesting names in here. It's 50 Cent Dizzle. What's up, man? He says, good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Smokes Bud Heavy is in the house. He said,
in the house.
He says, love is the real deal, guys. Just a crazy game. And then he says, Stanford is a baller, though. He played hard in their game. Fartnight Dad said, he talking about Eminem. No, he says Fart Night. Yeah, Fart Night. About the Eminem comment, he said, he rapped for Stafford. Just give us this one. He's trying to bust a rhyme. I'm like, oh man. When you said that, I did see him on the sidelines, but I didn't think he was really trying to get Stafford to give up the game here. And then first time in the chat, this is a great name here. The Last White Male. he says, good morning, fellas. Oh man,
what's up, fellas? Names. What's up?
Yeah, what up, everybody on the chat?
Oh man, the chat, man. So we got a few more games here to cover here. So we talked about D'Amico and the Texans taking care of business against the Browns, and then we had those Dolphins and Chiefs. We mentioned it was -35 already.
Too cold for them.
I'm like, them Dolphins, that's sushi now. They sushi. I said, because that's -35. Tyreek Hill, Waddle, the game just got evened out because all that speed is going nowhere now. You know, it's like
nowhere. Too cold for them, man.
Too cold for you to try to ride out on anybody. It is over. What's your thoughts on that game right there?
It was cold as hell. I just kept thinking like, man, that's the last place I want to be right there. 30. Did y'all see Andy's mustache?
Yeah, it had froze up. Yeah, he was breathing. Yeah, I saw that. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm like, y'all need to get a portable dome or something. That's just too cold, man. But with that being said, Kansas City played well, but they had a bunch of drops early. Even Travis Kelce had 3 drops, I think, in the first half.
Yeah.
But they came back and they were able to throw the ball in that weather, you know, especially being cold with the wind blowing almost 30 miles an hour. That was impressive. I know we'll talk about them at Buffalo next week, but
Taylor Swift had a nice jacket on they was talking about.
Yeah, I think she had Travis's jersey made into like a starter jacket, like a winter coat or something like that.
Somebody made it for her. One of the other wives made it for her.
Yeah, they got little common communication among girlfriends and wives going on.
I saw a post where Simone Biles had a 34 Owens jersey made, a jacket made out of his jersey.
Yeah, by the same person, by the same lady.
Same person. Okay, all right, yeah. Those are nice. Those are pretty nice, actually. I like that.
Yep. So they're getting that advertisement, you know, just helping out with advertising right there. When you get Taylor Swift wearing your gear, sales better go up. Sales better go up.
They will.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be some more people want that jacket.
Oh, yeah.
Dudes, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But my man, Pat Mahomes, he had a good game. 262, a touchdown, no sacks. Almost, he was a little bit low on the quarterback rating because he was 23 for 41, basically 50% across the field. And Pachenko did his job, 24 carries, 89 yards, and a tutty. So he ran hard, little dude that runs angry. I like the way he runs the ball.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay, what's that?
Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's talk about
my goodness.
That.
Yeah.
Knocking out the NFC
champs from last year.
Divisional champs from last year?
No, they went to the Super Bowl last year. They barely lost to the Chiefs by 3.
But they're the NFC divisional champs, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Yep. Again, a
team.
Happen? Go ahead.
How you go from sugar to shit like that?
Hey, that's something like my dad would say.
That's that old school sugar to shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Again, they look like
they had the offensive line, they had the this, they had the that. How do you go from mid-season to shit?
I mean, they only won 1 game out of 7 in the last month and a half, right? And they look, to me, it's something in the NFC North or NFC East. I'm sorry. Maybe it's something in the water in the NFC East, because the Cowboys, they had that same dumb look on themselves when the camera was spanned to the sideline. They just looking around at each other like, what's going on? Like, were they drugged or something? I don't know. They put something in their food at the hotel.
Well, I hope Frisco drunk that water then. I hope they drink water.
We'll see. We'll see in that first 5 minutes, because 49ers going to be coming off the top rope on defense. If they on defense.
But that's what they said Dallas was going to do.
True. That's true.
And you can tell. Here's the thing that kills me, man. I know we travel deep. I don't give a damn what you say. We travel deep. But we went in the hostile territory where everybody knew that Dallas was going to win that game.
Yeah.
I don't care if y'all came up the last 4 times and beat us. It's a new team. It's a new season. We undefeated at home. No? Mm-hmm. What's up? No, dog.
Yeah,
y'all gotta give up the draws. We take it.
It was cold there too in Dallas. Like, it was like a nice spring, like winter day. It was like 30. At the time, it was 32.
That's summertime in Green Bay.
Right. You dead on.
That's summertime. Like, the boys say, hey, man, we run around all day. And
this is football weather. That's what you say. That's what we say when it's 30 degrees.
The top doesn't close in Dallas?
It's already like closed. What they do, they have one part of it that's like open to one side where the air could come in. So it's no retractable roof.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so it should have been a little bit warmer in the stadium, right?
Yeah, a little bit warmer in the stadium, right?
Yeah, it's probably 60 degrees in the stadium. 60.
Yeah, they keep it. That's what the Texans too do with their stadium. Like, they only open the dome when it's above 70 in Houston. It gets super hot. That's when they close the dome.
Okay.
And I'm like, they should leave that open. Home field advantage. They're messing that up for everybody.
Oh yeah,
that heat, especially when they have the northern teams come down, but. Hey, they don't understand it. I guess it's hotter for everybody. They don't want their team.
That's why I say I don't want to get nobody no ideas. But if Minnesota was to take that top off of that son bitch,
oh my God.
I know one time we get off the bus, I was like, there is no way that I can play in this.
Yeah.
It is too cold up here.
Hey, Corbin, I don't know if you remember, we played Tampa on a Monday night in December, and we came back. And it was like 70 below with the wind chill in Green Bay. You remember that?
Oh my God!
They had tow trucks. They had like 4 tow trucks in the parking lot because couldn't nobody start their car. It was too cold.
So they were jumping everybody.
Yeah. So I think I had a Pathfinder at the time. I started the car. I started it, put everything on full blast, and 30 minutes later, I had to like take something and rub a hole in the windshield so I could see, because nothing else defrosted. Nothing. So I drove home looking out a little hole. I was like, oh shit. But with that being said, if we had played home that weekend, that night, oh my God, that might have been 50 below.
My goodness. That's why I get every now and then I get asked, like, will Green Bay ever put a dome on the stadium? I'm like, hell no. The Packers, if the Packer organization put a dome on Lambeau Field, it is the sign of the end of the world or the end of the Packers. I'm like, what are they doing? They know for sure that is home field advantage. if they would have had a better season, got more wins, to have a higher seed, it'd be a problem for any Southern team coming in the Lambeau, and players know that. I mean, I remember watching y'all when y'all were playing, when the Cowboys came up here, when Carolina Panthers came up here. It was a different game. It was a whole different game when you
in the line at the grocery store and you hear two dudes talking and they start walking off, and the one dude say, "Hey man, don't forget to plug your truck in tonight. It's gonna be cold." I'm like, truck in. Plug your truck in. You used to have to plug your truck in because it keeps your radiator warm from busting.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what antifreeze is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It has negative stuff, and if your radiator's still busting
because it's that cold,
you need to get out of there, homeboy.
Yeah, buddy.
They like that cold weather, man. Where else would you go ice fishing? First of all, driving them pickup trucks on that frozen water.
Yeah, no, they crazy. They crazy
as hell.
I got offered over 23 years I lived in Wisconsin. I got offered about a dozen times to do one of those two things, either ice fish or drive a pickup truck. Hey, AG, you want to? No. I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I do some crazy stuff. I do admit that, but I'm not that crazy. I'm not taking Gilbert, what does a pickup truck weigh? Like,
oh my God,
10 tons, like enough to put me through the ice. That's why I'm not getting.
He go the crazy shit about that. That's why I had to say, them folks is crazy. Dog, they got small cities out there on the ice.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And they got heaters inside.
Yeah,
I'm like, dude, ain't that gonna melt? Oh, no.
Ain't that gonna melt? That's the first thing I said.
It's too thick. I said, okay. If I hear crack, I'm hauling ass.
I mean, factually,
I ain't gonna be out there in the first place. And I got that big truck and your big ass next to me. Oh, hell no. Get me off this ice right now.
No. Oh man, yeah. I say factually, I found out over the years because I did some research because I was considering. I never did it, but I did consider a few times eye fishing. So I did some research and I found out that once the lake or the body of water froze more than 6 inches underneath the water, where the top to the bottom was more than 6 inches, that's why you could put a truck or more than a dozen people together in a certain area. And I'm like, that's good news. I say I respect that, but I'm not doing it.
Listen, they got fish at Red Lobster right down at the stadium.
Exactly. I go to festival. I could get some.
I ain't never trust the laws of physics, homeboy.
Yeah, I could go to Green Bay Packers. One of their sponsors is Festival Foods. I'll get that salmon from the butcher department there in the grocery store. So, real quick to the chat, we got some new people or a few old people. Papa Hurst says, "Good morning, y'all," and we have Dangerous Driz 17s. He said, "Packers beating the Niners. Book it right now." He's like, "Put your money down," and then to you, G, Big Gravedigger, he said, "How did you feel when you saw TJ Slayton do the Gravedigger? Or did you catch that?"
I felt good because his version of it is different from mine. He pulled a shovel from his back.
Oh, he goes like this. Pull that thing out.
While I saw him do that, I was like, "Oh, the power of Grayskull on your ass."
Or Voltron. Like for me, that's Voltron.
You know what though? It's cool to see the young guys do. I ain't got no problem with it, man. I really enjoy it, and he got my number on, so he paying homage, and I really appreciate that. Yeah. So I ain't got no problem with it, man.
All right.
I'd love to meet him one day.
Yeah, I hear you there. And then Fart Night Dad as well. So that was also from Fart Night Dad. And then he got another comment. He said the Bills fans, we're talking about the stadium and stuff, Bill fans got paid to shovel the seats. I'm like, well, the Green Bay Packer fans missed that memo because they shovel for free.
No, I thought they got paid.
It's not very much. It's either they don't get paid or they ain't gonna get paid a whole lot.
You got to pay them though in Green Bay.
You don't have to pay them.
Bring your shovel and come on out.
It's a charity thing. They doing it just because to be fans. And the Bills fans said, "No, you got to pay me. Give me my money."
Anybody that paid for a piece of paper to say you're an owner, then
I know.
The nostalgic of I shovel snow in Lambeau Field. You see what I'm saying?
The morning before the game or the night before the game.
Put it all together, man. That's why
night
we got
before,
the best
morning
fans
before.
in the world. That's why we got the best fans in the world. Pay me not, fool. Give me the shovel.
Mm-hmm. And then give me a ticket to the game. Or I got my own tickets. I got season tickets. It was in my family for 100 years.
They'll faint if they get a ticket for shovel.
Oh, yeah. Right now, especially right now.
If they said we're giving out free tickets if y'all shovel the snow, the people that got tickets wouldn't even get in the game.
You're right. Yeah, people, they're fans, but they gonna show up. They gonna show up. But all right, let's I say we could talk about the 49ers game here when we do our picks here. So let's get to the picks to wrap this show up here at the end. So this weekend coming up, we got divisional round of the playoffs, and we got 4 games coming at us. It's gonna be some fun stuff here. So the first game up on the slate is Saturday. We got the Texans and the Baltimore number 1 seed Ravens.
What's the record before you start talking, man?
Oh, the record. Oh, my bad. Last week, okay, Mr. Brown. He got his picks.
He keep asking.
He didn't win. I mean, it ain't over yet. We didn't get the Super Bowl.
He
had a good weekend though.
Just say the order, fool. Just say the
order. Order is Mr. Brown. He's up number 1, 4-2. Myself and Dorsey are tied for second with 3-3. So there you go.
What I tell y'all?
Yeah. You was telling me that the whole season. So I ain't scared of that.
AG, the only game he got was the Packers game.
Yeah, that's it.
That was a lucky ass guess.
Obviously, I got more than y'all.
Hey, just like me and Dorsey, Vegas was surprised. Okay.
The whole world was shocked.
No, they wasn't.
It worked out for them Packer fans, though. That's what I love. It worked out for us.
Dummies and all the Dallas fans.
Hey.
I should have had Stephen A. Smith call both of y'all.
Hey, he be going. Hey, you talking about somebody that go hard on the Cowboys?
He had a Packers hat on First Take yesterday.
I love it.
He went in on the Cowboys.
He gives them the business. Oh my goodness.
How y'all feel? How y'all think Skip Bayless feel? I didn't even see him.
Oh no, I gotta check him out. I don't know. I gotta look at his social media or look at YouTube, see if he had a clip commenting on that game here. So check it out. All right, here we go. Saturday, 3:00. First game up is AFC divisional playoffs. We got the Texans and the Ravens. And the Ravens is a 9-point spread on these Texans, these young buck Texans, led by DeMeco Ryans and CJ Stroud. So, Mr. Brown, since you got the lead of the week, who's your pick here, Ravens or Texans? And the Texans going out to Baltimore.
The next Super Bowl champions, the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. All right, let me get this going up here. Ravens. Oh, wait a minute. Texans. Mr. Levins, who's your pick?
What's the spread you said?
It's the 9-point spread. It's a 9-point spread.
Dorsey, why are you playing? Why are you playing? Just go on to Big Baltimore and stop playing.
Did you watch the Texans play last week?
Boy, you better pick Baltimore and stop playing.
Did you watch? Did you watch them young boys?
You better pick Baltimore and stop playing.
Man, whatever. I'm picking Baltimore.
He did all that. I like the acting he did right there.
Yeah. He auditioning for a new role.
Yeah. I'm with y'all there. I'm going with the Ravens. They've been nice and playing hard defense, offense all year long. And Lamar Jackson is healthy, which has been very rare during this time of year. So there we go. But I love what DeMeco Ryans is doing and CJ Stroud is doing there. But the Ravens, they're going to come in.
But real talk, I'm going to tell you why I had pause. Because we've seen teams who the week before the last game. So Lamar Jackson ain't played in 3 weeks. He ain't played in the last regular season game. They had a bye. And then last week, or it's some time. It's some time for some rest is what I'm trying to say. My numbers is messed up.
Right.
But we've seen teams who've rested the starters for 3 weeks come in rusty and not play as well. And the Texans are playing hot. And they're playing loose. They're a young team like the Packers.
Yeah.
They might not know no better. So that's just something to keep in mind.
Facts. So we're We're going to save our game for last, and we're going to hit the other games and come back, circle back. So next game up is those Buccaneers going up to Detroit, sitting at 9-8. Them Lions 12-5. Nice little close little win against the Rams. Detroit has the spread, Mr. Brown, at 6-point spread there. So who's your pick here?
Lions.
Lions. All day, every day. All right, hold on. Let me get that up here. Mr. Levins.
I'm going to go with the Lions, too, because they're at home. But every now and then, Baker Mayfield looked like Tom Brady. Like, what the hell got into him?
Then playoffs. That's what got into him probably.
Playoffs.
Hey, that's what got. I'm gonna go Lions too. I like them at home. I say if anything, it's gonna be tight at home. They'll edge them out. They got too much pride, too much work put into this season since Dan Campbell took over, and these Lions are like looking like a team of that they have a journey to finish. And so I'm gonna go with them Lions at home. All right, and then next game on the list, AFC matchup, divisional round, a matchup that now is a big time rivalry game. These Chiefs and these Bills, they've been going at it the last, I say, 4 or 5 playoff. Last year's 4 or 5 playoff games, in each other's stadium. So now the Chiefs have to go up to not East Rutherford. I'm sorry, Buffalo now. I was trying to think of the city, but the stadium name. But anyway,
Orchard Park.
Orchard Park, that's what it is. Orchard Park. So you got the Chiefs going to Orchard Park, Mr. Brown. So who's your pick here? And the Buffalo has 2.5 point favorites.
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
Buffalo. Mr. Levins.
Well, Gilbert's one game ahead of us, so I can't pick the same teams he got all the time. So I'm gonna go with Big Red. I got Kansas City.
Gotta go to Chiefs there. For you, Doris. God, this is a tough one because this one is a rivalry that's why it's a rivalry. It's been back and forth, blow after blow.
And I think it's Patrick Mahomes' first playoff game on the road ever, ain't it?
Yeah, it might be because I remember even though he faced Tom Brady when he was with the Patriots, they were in Kansas City. They had home field, so that might be right. So it's gonna be cold up there, babe. Well, they already ready for it, though. It was already negative 35 down in KC. I drove through it yesterday or last night. So, yeah, I definitely can vouch for that. God, this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go Chiefs as well.
Gilbert, why are you over there rocking like Rain Man? Rocking back and forth. Like, I'm a very good driver. Very good driver.
All right, last one of the week, and it's not the last one, but we covering it as the last one because it's our show. We could do what the hell we want to do. So we got them young buck packs that we just talked about that just gave it to the Cowboys thoroughly, but they're going out to Santa Cruz. That's where the stadium is at now, Levi Stadium for them 49ers. 49ers have a 10-point spread, Mr. Brown. So who's your pick here, sir?
Are you gonna go to me first? Huh?
Yeah, you leading the pack right now. You had one game ahead.
I know this is an unfamiliar spot for you. Leading the week, you get to pick first.
Yeah,
I know you ain't never been there before, so I ain't gonna say act like you've been there.
Hey, listen. I've been waiting to say this for the longest. You two bottom lickers.
Yeah, I know you've been guys waiting for that one.
You two bottom lickers, hold your mouth. I'm gonna tell you like this. And I don't know if you remember, Dorsey, back in '95.
Well, I'll never forget, sir.
95, nobody gave us a chance to go up in there and whoop that ass in 95. Everybody told us we ain't worth 2 cents. That was the start of our little dynasty. That's what's going to happen this time. We're going to go up in there and handle business. So anybody don't like it, kiss my ass. 49er fans, kiss my ass.
Ooh.
That's how it is. That's how it's going down.
You know what I remember most about leading up to that game? They were talking about the rematch of the NFC Championship with the 49ers and Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? They overlooked the fuck out of us. They was like, here's what's gonna happen next week when the 49ers play the Cowboys.
Oh man.
Like, hold up, we ain't even play yet. Damn, what can we line up a couple times? Anyway,
shit. Packers. I got the Packers.
I want the Packers to win too.
Yeah.
So I'm going with the Pack.
Got it.
But I wanted them to win last week. I just didn't think they was gonna do it, and I got some doubts this week. But hey, we play like we played last week, which is the first time we played like that ever. This group right here, I feel good. But that's the only like we talked about last time, Gil. But it's an anomaly. We hadn't done that before.
Dorsey, I got some Wisconsin cheese for your whining ass.
Whatever, man.
Oh man, no, I'm gonna make it real easy. I'm going Pack 2. I think these young bucks understand where they at.
Y'all just jinxed us. Y'all just
and they just messing things up, man. They proving people wrong, and I like that. I like the underdog. They 10-point
chat room. They just jinxed us, y'all. When both of these some bitches.
All right, you know what though? Hey, I'm going with the 49ers because that's kind of legit. Every time we all pick the Packers, they fuck around and go out there.
Yeah.
I want the 49ers.
Yeah. If we're going to play on superstition, let's do that.
Yeah. I'm going to take one for the team.
Yeah.
I'll take one
for the team. Hey, I've done it before. I'll take one to the team. Make it 2 times. I'll make sure.
If the boys take the field like they did last week, we got this one.
Yeah, I'll take it for the team anyway. So I'm full support. Prove me wrong.
Who they got? They got a Bosa. Who else they got on that?
They got the linebacker Pro Bowl
guy from DC, Chase Samuel. Oh no, what's his name?
Chase Edwards. Chase Young. I'm sorry, Chase Young. Chase Young.
End. So they got 2 bookends
from Ohio State.
Got 2 dog ends, huh?
And they got some linebackers. Who they got? The linebacker
Warner. They got Frank Warner, who was a Pro Bowler. Or Fred Warner. I'm sorry, Fred from one of the F's.
The only thing that's what I'm saying. The only thing I'm worried about was you knew that Dallas was suspect against the run.
Dallas ain't had no linebackers. I didn't know that until I watched the cast. They had a free safety playing middle linebacker.
Yep, I saw that same comment where they said that the free safety only weighed 205 or something like that.
Yeah. You ain't gonna do middle at 205.
Yeah, you ain't scared nobody about the
middle. Frisco defense is bona fide, man. So we really gonna have to pull out the stops on this one, man. He got it. LaFleur got to get creative for real.
And he's playing against an old friend, in Shanahan, so they know each other, right?
Yeah.
They know each other's strengths. They know each other like traits of calling plays or third down and short. Third down and short. He knows he might call this red zone. Shanahan, he knows he might call these plays, stuff like that.
Him, Shanahan, and McVay, they all used to hang out together.
Yep. Yeah. And Yep, McDaniels that's kicked out of the playoffs already with the Dolphins. Him too. April too. They were all part of that. He's gone. I think he's gone as a head coach too. So unfortunately, but no, we got some good matchups next week, and it's gonna be one hell of a weekend again, like it was this past weekend. You see them young Bucks, them Texans, them Packers, Buccaneers shocking everybody. The only game that made sense was the Chiefs winning. Against the Dolphins. That was the only game that I think everybody knew was going to happen. But the other 3 games that went down, the Texans beating the Browns, the Bills. I'll say even the Bills beating the Steelers because the Steelers was hot going into that game. And then Buffalo.
Did y'all see his press conference?
With
Mike Tomlin?
Josh Tomlin or Allen?
Because he always give you something good.
He came up to the podium.
You're right.
Yeah, you can hear the dude in the background. Does anybody have any questions for Coach? He looking at him. And then some lady going to say, well, Coach, you got 1 year left on your contract. He just walked off.
Hey.
Sometimes you like that, man.
They did the same thing to Mike McCarthy. He wasn't pissed off enough where he answered the question. He just said, look, man, I'm thinking about this loss right now, how we just lost like this. That's far from my brain, but I'm with Tomlin. I lose a play regardless of the score. If I get my butt kicked, we get our butt kicked, or we lose by 1 point. Is that the first question? I'm out. Holla at y'all. I see y'all next. I see y'all at the Pro Bowl.
You can tell.
Or I see y'all at the draft.
You can tell normally everybody, as soon as you get to the point, they run off at the mouth. But everybody was scared to say something because he was sitting there looking like. And then this lady comes, she says, "Well, do you know you only have 1 year left on your car?" He looked at her like and walked off.
Hey, that's what I would have did.
Listen, after a playoff loss, is there ever a good question from a reporter?
No.
Every question they ask is dumb as fuck. After when the season is over, I don't believe this motherfucker just asked me this shit.
Oh man,
what you mean? What we gonna do for the off season?
Are you for real?
Hey, it's not just NFL. Remember last year with Giannis when they asked him when they lost the playoffs? He's like he stopped. He said, "Oh." He said, "Hold up. Do you tell me when you come to training camp, what you trying to do then, right?" And he said something else. He was there for like 10 minutes. He broke it all the way down. He said, "So no, we're not trying to lose. We're not happy we lost.
Yeah,
we're not happy. So tell me when you go to your job and you get somebody in your office tell me you didn't hit the deadline, what did you do?" You know, I was like, there you go. I said, yay, get in them, Giannis.
You know what did he say something about Michael Jordan? He was like, so you saying that Michael Jordan played 20 seasons and because he only won 6 championships, he's a failure?
You're right. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's what it was. I said, thank you. I was like, Giannis, yes, good job.
Like I said, at the end of the season, when the season, that was his last game of the season, they got eliminated from the playoffs.
Yep.
If you're a reporter, just shut up. This is not a good question.
And if you're a reporter, you know, you got the common sense to know, okay, this might be a dumb question. But I'm gonna throw it out there anyway because my producer or my editor, my head editor will want me to ask it. No, when you have to say all that to yourself, don't ask the question.
Yeah.
What do you don't ask the question.
Do I know what my contract is? Do you know what your contract look like? Yeah, I know you do.
Right.
You know how much you make it work? Don't be asking no dumbass questions. I gotta go.
Oh man, so to the chat, we got, let me see here. Something feels, you see, Papa Hurst says something just feels different this year. I think he's referring to the team. He said, normally I'd be scared talking about them young packs going to 49ers, but in love, I trust, he said. He said, but in love, I trust. So there you go. Everybody coming up with all the different little slang and I say matching words with love now. All I need is love. That's a Beatles song, ain't it? I didn't heard that comment. I think all playoff and all the last month of the NFL season. That Beatles song on social media. Somebody posting it, gifting it, whatever they call it. You know, all that fun stuff. So
hey Gilbert or Amon, let me ask both of y'all this question.
Yeah.
Based on the success last week and everybody patting us on the back, saying how great we are and how we went down to Dallas, is there a chance for a letdown?
Good question.
Young team.
I would say I hope not, because you already know the atmosphere you're in. The way they played this weekend, they knew the atmosphere. So if they somehow forget it for this game, going out to the 49ers, the 49ers ain't that team to forget something like that, because they will punch you in the chest repeatedly for 4 quarters.
They're coming prepared, unlike what Dallas looked like last week.
Right.
49ers will be prepared.
Kyle Shanahan, dad coach, as we know. Y'all played against him on different levels in the playoffs, regular season. He's going to have them boys ready. Defense, I think everybody on that defense, if it was a college, like Michigan and Ohio State, they put them stickers on their helmet, their whole helmets would be stickered up. Because I know they get hit. They get stickers for getting the hardest hit of the game, sacks, interceptions. You know, I say when you see the defensive player hitting players, the other opposing team, when they hit them dead in their chests between the numbers, I'm like, yeah, that's a defense right there. And they wrap up every time. That's a problem.
There is no letdown, man.
Okay.
When you sit in there, you listen to the talk in the locker room, even on the little clips. We ain't supposed to be here. That's letting you know that they ready. The only way we lose this game, and I'm going to go on and put it out there, the only way we lose this game is if we get out-coached. That's the only way. Because we match talent with talent. We got so many young guys that's biting to get in there to play the game, man. We going to match talent with talent. The only way we lose this game is if we get out-coached. When you're playing chess, if they do a move and we can't counter it, then we're in trouble.
Right.
Or outcoached, or we lose a turnover battle. We got to hold on to the ball. We can't give them extra opportunities.
Yeah, because like I was mentioning, 49ers a physical defense. They're going to jar the ball loose. They're going to strip at the ball. So win the turnover battle from a stat, that'll be the most important stat outside of the points on the board.
They do got more experience than we do.
Yeah, they have some experience, but Cowboys have more experience, right? So from that standpoint, win the two stats. The point stat and the sack are in the turnover stat. You do that where you have the ball longer, you keep Debo, you keep Purdy, you keep Elijah Mitchell, any of those running backs that the 49ers got, Kettle, you keep those guys on the sidelines, and then you keep that and wear that defense out. That's one shot you have, but there's multiple ways to win a game. So
you just reminded me.
What's up?
McCaffrey.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. Who has basically 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving for the season. I think he's close to that. So you got a dog you got to deal with there.
You got several dogs. You got
several dogs.
You got George Kittles. You got Debo,
and then McCaffrey
and Brandon Ayuk.
Who's a problem.
They got problems all across the damn offense.
So for me,
as a player, I might as well go on and say this might be the last time. You bottom lickers better get ready. Next week, it probably gonna be me.
enjoy it while you can, big fella.
We'll see. This week, you bottom licking some bitches.
So real quick to the chat to tie up the show. My man Papa Hurst says there is no such thing as a dumb question. He says, "Shit, they haven't dealt with sports reporters before." And then what is it? Get out of here. And then he has something in here. Oh no, here we go. He said, in my opinion, the only way the team can bring a letdown is by getting stomped on. Otherwise, they've maybe overachieved this season, but never expected to see. For his point of view, he never expected them for fighting for a chance for the Super Bowl, having a chance to fight for the Super Bowl. So I think for a lot of fans out there, definitely didn't know that coming out. But now, these boys are poised.
I got one more big question for both of y'all. Who's the next big shocker who's gonna get fired?
Oh,
I know we didn't talk about the coaches earlier, which we probably should have, but that was I think
it was Bill Belichick, Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel, and then as we thought, and I'll say this, I won't speak for y'all, but I knew it was an opportunity for John Harbaugh to go pro, and he's getting interviews. He's taking interviews right now with a few teams. So
I'm hearing that Bill Belichick and Arthur Blanks down here in Atlanta have been chopping it up. I joked earlier about Jerry Jones on the phone with Belichick. I don't think Belichick and Jerry Jones's personality mix at all.
Nah, that's a fight right away.
Yeah,
but y'all know Kraft wasn't an easy guy to get along with either. Now,
true. Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I don't know. I think the only vinegar and water or vinegar and oil right there.
Water and oil.
Yeah, Jimmy Jones, his high school or college roommate. He brought him in 3 or 2 Super Bowls.
No, 3.
The third one was with Barry Switzer. Remember?
Oh, that's
Jimmy
right.
left. Yeah. Jimmy was like, "I'm out. I can't take this no more. I can't work with you." Basically. So it was 3 Super Bowls that Aikman, Emmett, and all them guys had, but it was 2 Jimmy Johnson. The third one was Barry Switzer because he had Jimmy's team.
Was it 3 and 4 years?
Yep, it was 3 and 4 years. It was 2 back-to-back. Yeah, 3 and 4 years, 2 back-to-back, and then they skipped a year
because the 2 back-to-back they beat us in 2 NFC championships, wasn't it, Gilbert?
Yeah.
The first 2 they won, they beat us on the way to the championship.
Yeah, and so yep. So real quick to the chat, and as a reminder, you remember last year in NFC champ, even though that was NFC championship game, but it's still a playoff game. Loke Diz says they need to find a way to rattle Purdy and go from there, because as we saw last year, the recipe for shutting down 49ers getting to Purdy in the NFC championship game. That's what Philly did. Got to him right away, even though it was an injury. Got him out. Whole different game. So just a reminder there on recent history of playoff matches there, and how the tide can totally change when one player is not on that field. And that happened to the 49ers last year. So, all right, fellas, we got the picks in. We got all the trash talking done. And we're gonna have another wild card weekend. So what's everybody got on the slate going into this weekend, the weekend for yourselves?
Just same old for me. Watch a lot of football, sit on the couch a whole lot. I teach my spin class. I've been training my son doing speed and agility, and him and his soccer friends. We'll probably do that this weekend too.
There you go.
That's it, man. I'm in soccer dad mode.
Here you go. I love that. That sounds so awesome right there. Sounds like fun too. What about you, Mr. Gravedigger? What you got, cat cracking?
Like I say, try to get home safe from Missouri, and I think I got a gig in Milwaukee somewhere on Saturday or Sunday. So I'll be up in Wisconsin on Saturday or Sunday.
There you go. If you live in Milwaukee on the chat here, check out, go Google Gilbert Brown. He'll be in your area. If you're in the Milwaukee area, check him out. Help him out over there. Myself, I'm back in Lincoln. Got spring semester starting next week. School starting. That means I'm back to teaching and coaching. And last night we had a game. We had Overwatch 2. And we got a young squad, and they came and got the win against Purdue last night. So happy for my squad. Good win coming out of break. We had nothing for about a month, and then first game out the chute, we get a dub against a good team. So good job, Overwatch 2 and squad. And so, like I said, I'm just prepping for class, getting this cold weather now because I was in Houston for a month, sitting in the 60s and 50s and 70s, and now I'm gonna be I'm in -10 right now. So, like, dang,
y'all stay warm.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sweating right now because I got on sweatpants and I shut the door, so all this room is just getting hotter and hotter. I'm like, oh yeah, that feels good for me. Shoot. So, all right, y'all. Have a great week. Safe travels to all you guys in the chat too. Thank you for coming in, Papa Hirsch.
Yes, fellas.
Oh, my man said it's Dank Pants. What's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. Loke Diz. Go down the list here. Sheboygan. Gaming Generations. There's the balloons. There's the balloons. He gave him your balloons there.
Good
Dangerous
job,
Driz. Smoke. Best name.
AG did that.
Yep. I saw your hands now. Your hands was down there doing something. I saw you.
Right. Nah. The best name in the chat, though, always Smoke Buds Heavy. There you go. Always in the chat. And Leo Devious. And Martavius 93, what's good with you? Good morning. And Fart Night Dad, man, shout out to you. Good dude there. Know him very well, guys. He's a cool dude. He's old school like us. He's like, in the age area. He's old like us, so he understands.
Yo, how you do? Nah, Gilbert, you
just did it again?
Do that again. Put the heart thing up.
Oh, there we go. What? Hold up. Let me do that. Am I getting that? I'm not getting that. What's wrong? We got grown men doing some dumb stuff.
I can't even make a heart with my fingers. They all fucked up. Shit, I can't even hold on. I can't.
And then another good name in the chat, The Last White Male. Hey, I just want to know your thought process when you made that name. That's a good one right there. He said The Last White Male. Now that's funny. So
sound like he be watching them zombie apocalypse movies.
Something.
Yeah. He knows something.
It's a movie. I think it's a movie.
He knows something.
I think it's a movie called The Last Man on the Planet or something. So
that's him.
He covered bases there. So, all right, y'all. We'll be back next week to continue the Green and Gold G Lounge, finish up the season because we know we're gonna still be rolling. So here we go. Go Pack, go.
Go Pack.
All right,
Pack, go.
We off of there. Get this thing turned off now. Go offline. Man, how you doing that? That's no fair.